What if the life you want is waiting on the other side? Of the things you keep avoiding, think about that. Growth feels uncomfortable. Learning feels uncomfortable. Change feels uncomfortable. But staying the same has a price too, a very high price. Because when you stop growing, you don't stay where you are. The world keeps moving. Opportunities change. People change. Circumstances change. And if you refuse to grow, you slowly become unprepared for the life you could have lived. Now listen carefully. Nobody feels motivated every day. There will be mornings when you don't want to get up. There will be books you don't feel like reading. Skills you don't feel like practicing. Conversations you don't feel like having. Work you don't feel like doing. But those moments may be the moments that matter most, because growth doesn't happen when everything is comfortable. Growth happens when you challenge yourself to become more disciplined, more capable, more patient, more courageous. You don't need to destroy yourself. To grow, you need to challenge yourself a little further, a little higher, a little better than yesterday. Your future will demand a stronger version of you. So don't always ask, what feels easy? Ask, what will make me better? That question changes everything. Today, we're going to explore why you must sometimes push yourself when motivation disappears, how discomfort can become your teacher, how discipline creates growth, and how forcing yourself to take the next step can eventually transform the person you become, because sometimes you don't need another reason to wait. You need a reason to begin. Push yourself, challenge yourself, grow yourself, and become the person your future requires you to be. Now think about this. The life you want may be waiting outside the life you are comfortable living. Comfort feels good. It feels safe. It feels familiar. And that is exactly why it can become dangerous. Because what feels comfortable today can become the thing that keeps you stuck tomorrow. Think about it. You know you should exercise, but the couch feels better. You know you should study, but entertainment feels easier. You know you should start, but waiting feels safer. You know you should change, but familiar habits feel comfortable. And little by little, comfort becomes a habit. Then the habit becomes a lifestyle. And eventually, you wonder why your life has not changed. Now listen carefully. Growth requires movement, and movement requires discomfort. You cannot become stronger without challenging yourself. You cannot develop discipline without doing things you don't feel like doing. You cannot build confidence without facing situations that make you uncertain. You cannot become better by repeating everything you already know. Growth begins when you step beyond what is familiar. Now, this doesn't mean you should make life difficult for no reason. It means you should stop running from every challenge. Some discomfort is necessary. Some difficulty is productive. Some struggle is exactly what develops you. Think about a muscle. If you never challenge it, it doesn't become stronger. Your mind works the same way. Your character works the same way. Your discipline works the same way. You must give yourself something difficult to overcome, and then you become stronger because of it. Now ask yourself, where have I become too comfortable? Maybe you have been delaying a goal. Maybe you have been avoiding responsibility. Maybe you have been telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And eventually, a year passes. Nothing changes. Why? Because you kept choosing what was comfortable over what was necessary. Now understand this. Your comfort zone is not a physical place. It is a mental boundary. It is the point where you stop challenging yourself. And the longer you stay there, the smaller your world can become. You become comfortable with less effort, less learning, less risk, less responsibility, less growth. And eventually, you begin defending the very habits that are holding you back. Don't do that. Challenge yourself. Read something difficult. Learn something new. Wake up earlier. Work on your weakness. Have the conversation you have been avoiding. Take responsibility. Finish what you started. Do something that requires you to become better. Not because discomfort is the goal. Growth is the goal. Discomfort is simply sometimes the price. Now listen, you don't need to transform your entire life overnight. Start with one uncomfortable decision. One, then another. Each time you choose growth over comfort, you strengthen yourself. You prove something to yourself. I can do difficult things. That belief is powerful because once you believe you can handle difficulty, you stop running from challenges. You start using them. You begin looking at obstacles and asking, what can this teach me? That is a different way of living. Now think about your future. The person you want to become will need skills you don't have yet. Discipline you may not have yet. Knowledge you may not have yet. Confidence you may not have yet. So don't be frustrated that you aren't that person today. Build that person. Learn, practice, fail, adjust, try again, grow. Because the goal is not to remain comfortable. The goal is to become capable of handling more, capable of learning more, capable of achieving more, capable of becoming more. So when life gives you a difficult opportunity, don't immediately ask, how can I avoid this? Ask, how can I grow through this? That question can change your life because the strongest version of you is rarely created in the easiest season. It is created when you keep going, when things are difficult, when you choose discipline, when comfort calls, when you take action, when excuses appear. So step outside your comfort zone, not recklessly, not foolishly, but intentionally. Challenge yourself, push yourself, teach yourself, and remember, the discomfort you feel today may be the strength you need tomorrow. Growth begins where comfort ends. And sometimes the next level of your life begins with one simple decision: to stop choosing what is easy and start choosing what makes you better. Now listen carefully. If you want to grow, stop waiting for growth to happen naturally. Growth requires intention. You have to create situations that demand more from you. Because if you always choose what is easy, you will keep developing the same level of ability. So challenge yourself. Give yourself a reason to become better. Start with your habits. Look at your daily routine. What are you doing that keeps you comfortable? And what are you avoiding because it feels difficult? Be honest. Your growth begins with that honesty. Now choose one thing that you know you need to improve. Maybe your discipline, maybe your health, maybe your communication, maybe your knowledge, maybe your finances, maybe your confidence. Don't try to change everything at the same time. Choose one, then make yourself show up for it every day. Not when you feel motivated, every day. That is how you train yourself to become consistent. Now understand this. You don't need to feel ready before you begin. Readiness often comes after repetition. You start, you struggle, you learn, you improve, then you become better. So stop asking, do I feel ready? Ask, what can I do today To move forward, that question creates action. Now give yourself deadlines. A goal without a deadline can remain a wish. Choose a date. Choose a target. Then work backward. What must happen this week? What must happen today? What must happen right now? Break the big goal into small responsibilities. Then complete them, one by one. Now here's another powerful practice. Put yourself around people who challenge your thinking, people who are learning, people who are disciplined, people who are building, people who expect more from themselves. Your environment matters. If everyone around you is comfortable with staying the same, you may become comfortable too. But when you spend time around people who are growing, their standards can challenge yours. You begin thinking differently. You begin expecting more. You begin seeing possibilities you didn't see before. Now listen closely. Learn something every day. Read a few pages. Study a useful skill. Listen to something valuable. Write down what you learn. Then apply it. Knowledge that is never applied doesn't create much change. So don't just collect information. Use it. Practice it. Turn knowledge into ability. Now challenge yourself to do something difficult on purpose. Take the stairs. Wake up when you said you would. Finish the task. Before reaching for entertainment, have the difficult conversation. Say no to unnecessary distractions. These may seem like small things, but they teach your mind a powerful lesson. I do what I say I will do. That is self-trust. And self-trust creates strength. Now remember, you don't have to force yourself to become perfect. You have to force yourself to keep progressing. Some days will be strong. Some days will be weak. Some days you will succeed. Some days you will fail. But don't stop. Adjust. Learn. Continue. Because consistency is more powerful than occasional intensity. So create challenges. Set standards. Build routines. Choose better environments. Learn every day. Take action, even when you don't feel like it. And slowly, something remarkable happens. The person who once needed motivation begins developing discipline. The person who once avoided challenges begins looking for them. The person who once doubted themselves begins trusting themselves. That is growth. And it begins when you decide to stop waiting for life to push you and start pushing yourself toward the person you know you can become. Now think about this. You may not know how capable you really are. Not yet. Because capability is often discovered only after you are challenged. You don't discover your strength by avoiding difficult things. You discover it by attempting them, by struggling, by failing, by getting back up, by trying again. That is where your hidden ability begins to reveal itself. Now listen carefully. Most people create limits before they ever test themselves. They say, I can't do that. I'm not good at this. That's not for someone like me. I've never done it before. But think about those words. How can you know what you are capable of if you never give yourself the opportunity to find out? You can't. So challenge the assumption. Instead of saying, I can't, ask, what would happen if I tried? That question opens a door. Now choose something that feels slightly beyond you. Not impossible, not reckless, just difficult enough to make you uncomfortable. Maybe read a difficult book, learn a new skill, start exercising consistently, speak in front of people, take responsibility for something you usually avoid, build something, create something, finish something. The goal is not to impress anyone. The goal is to discover yourself, because every challenge teaches you something. You learn what you know. You discover what you don't know. You find your weaknesses. You discover your strengths. And most importantly, you learn that you can improve. Now hear this. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is information. It tells you what needs to change. Maybe your strategy was wrong. Maybe your preparation was weak. Maybe you need more practice. Fine. Learn. Adjust. Try again. The person who never fails may simply be the person who never attempts anything difficult. Don't make that your life. Now think about a runner. The first mile may feel difficult. The body says, stop. But with training, the body adapts. The distance becomes easier. Then the runner goes farther. The same principle applies to your character. Your first difficult decision feels difficult. Your second becomes a little easier. Your third builds confidence. Eventually, what once seemed impossible becomes normal. That is how limits move. Not all at once, but gradually, one challenge at a time. Now understand this. Your current ability is not your permanent ability. You can learn. You can practice. You can improve. You can become stronger. So don't say, this is who I am. Say, this is where I am right now. There is a big difference. One statement creates a prison. The other creates a starting point. Now challenge your habits. If you always procrastinate, finish something early. If you avoid difficult conversations, have one. If you waste your mornings, create a better morning. If you avoid learning, study something useful. If you always choose comfort, choose discipline instead. Small challenges build a stronger identity. Every time you keep a promise, you strengthen self-respect. Every time you finish, you build confidence. Every time you continue, you prove that you can endure. Now listen closely. Don't compare your progress with someone else's journey. Your challenge is to become better than the person you were yesterday. 1% better, a little more disciplined, a little more focused, a little more knowledgeable, a little more courageous. That is enough. Because small improvements repeated over time can create enormous change. Now ask yourself, what would I attempt if I wasn't afraid of failing? What skill would I learn? What goal would I pursue? What responsibility would I accept? What dream would I finally begin? Your answers may reveal something important. Perhaps the real limitation was never your ability. Perhaps it was your willingness to challenge it. So challenge yourself. Push a little farther. Learn a little more. Stay a little longer. Try one more time. And when your mind says, that is enough, ask, is it really? Maybe you can take one more step, one more page, one more attempt, one more day. That is how you discover what you're capable of. Not by thinking about your potential, but by testing it. Your limits are not always walls. Sometimes they are simply places you have never gone beyond. So step forward, challenge yourself, and discover what has been inside you all along. Now think about this. Growth should not be something you do once. It should become the way you live. Because if you only grow when life forces you to, you will always be reacting. But when growth becomes intentional, you begin creating your future. You start asking better questions. What can I learn? What can I improve? What can I do better? What kind of person am I becoming? Those questions can change the direction of your life. Now listen carefully. You don't have to become a completely different person overnight. Growth is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better. A little better every day. Read something useful. Learn a new skill. Improve your habits. Take care of your body. Strengthen your mind. Become better at your work. Have better conversations. Small improvements become powerful when they become consistent. Now think about your daily routine. Your routine is teaching you something every day. If you spend your time learning and improving, you become someone who learns. If you spend your time avoiding responsibility, you become someone who avoids. Your habits are shaping your identity, so choose them carefully. Now understand this. Never become too comfortable with what you already know. The world changes. Industries change. Technology changes. Opportunities change. And you must be willing to change and adapt too. Keep learning. Keep asking questions. Keep exploring. Stay curious. Because curiosity keeps the mind alive. Now listen. Make growth part of your schedule. Don't leave it to chance. Set aside time to read, time to practice, time to reflect, time to learn, time to plan. Even 30 minutes can make a difference. When you use it consistently, you don't need enormous changes. You need repeated progress. Now think about failure. If growth is your way of life, failure becomes a teacher. A mistake happens. You ask, what did this teach me? A plan doesn't work. You ask, what should I change? You face rejection. You ask, what can I improve? You don't waste the experience. You use it. That is growth. Now remember, the people around you matter too. Spend time with people who encourage learning, people who challenge your thinking, people who take responsibility, people who want to become better. Your environment can either strengthen your growth or reinforce your comfort. Choose wisely. And finally, never stop raising your standards, not because you are dissatisfied with who you are, but because you respect who you can become. Look at your life and ask, what is the next level? Then prepare for it. Learn for it. Work for it. Become ready for it. Because growth is not a destination. There is always another lesson, another skill, another challenge, another opportunity to become wiser, stronger, better. So make growth your way of life. Don't wait for January. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Learn today. Improve today. And tomorrow, do it again. Because when growth becomes your daily standard, your life doesn't remain the same. You keep moving. You keep expanding. You keep becoming the person you were capable of becoming. Now listen carefully. Growth should not be something you visit occasionally. It should become your standard. Not something you do when life is going well. Not something you do when you feel motivated, but something you choose every single day. Because your standards shape your decisions. And your decisions shape your life. If your standard is comfort, you will avoid difficulty. If your standard is average, you will stop at average. But if your standard is growth, you will keep asking, how can I become better? That question can change everything. Now think about your habits. What do you expect from yourself? Do you keep your promises? Do you finish what you start? Do you continue learning? Do you take responsibility? When things go wrong, your answers reveal your current standard. And if you don't like the answer, don't complain. Raise the standard. Start with something small. Wake up when you said you would. Finish the work. Before reaching for distraction, read a few pages. Practice a valuable skill. Exercise. Plan your day. Keep your word. These may seem like ordinary actions, but repeated consistently, they create an extraordinary identity. Now understand this. You don't need to become perfect. You need to become more consistent. Yesterday's best can become today's starting point. And today's progress can become tomorrow's standard. That is how you grow. You raise the bar. Then you learn to live at that level. Then you raise it again. Now listen closely. Don't measure growth only by money. Growth is also better thinking, better habits, better relationships, better decisions, better discipline, better character, a bigger life. Requires a bigger capacity to handle responsibility. So become stronger before asking for more. Become wiser before demanding more. Become more disciplined before chasing bigger opportunities. Because what you receive must be supported by who you become. Now, think about your environment. Your standards are influenced by what you see every day. If everyone around you accepts excuses, excuses can become normal. If everyone around you avoids responsibility, avoiding responsibility can feel normal. But when you surround yourself with people who learn, people who work, people who improve, growth begins to feel normal too. Choose your environment carefully. Now remember, there will be days when you fall short. You will procrastinate. You will make mistakes. You will lose focus. That's part of being human. Don't use one bad day as permission to give up. Correct yourself. Learn from it. Return to your standard. That is discipline, not perfection, consistency. So make growth your new standard. Expect more from yourself without becoming your own enemy. Challenge yourself without destroying yourself. Keep improving without forgetting to appreciate how far you have already come. Because the goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to become the strongest, most capable version of yourself. And when growth becomes your standard, you stop asking, do I have to change? You start asking, what can I improve next? That is a powerful way to live. Learn more. Become better. Raise your standards. Take responsibility. Keep moving. Because the moment you make growth your new standard, standing still no longer feels comfortable, and your future begins to look different. Remember, growth is not a destination. It is a decision you make every day. Challenge yourself. Learn something new. Do what is difficult. Keep your promises. Raise your standards. And never become too comfortable with who you are today. Because the person you become tomorrow is being built by what you do today. So don't wait for change. Create it. Don't wait for motivation. Build discipline. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Keep growing. Keep learning. Keep becoming. Because your greatest potential may still be ahead of you.